Hi mates, Jim White here. Jim Shyte, I should say. Good start.
You see, you got it wrong straight away.
Hi mates, Jim Shyte here. And welcome to the Transfer Deadline Day live stream with me, Jim Shyte. Wow. And Chris Kanova.
Hello, Chris Kanova here.
Welcome, Chris.
What was that, Jim? What, Jim? I missed it, Jim. What's going on? I haven't missed
Jim will
it.
fix it.
Oi.
You're no Kirsty Gallagher, but you'll need to do.
Yeah. We have sorry, ladies and gentlemen, anyone watching, we're half an hour behind. We had some problems. It's called Google. That's the problem. Yeah. And also, me and Jim Shyte are shite at doing live streams, so that's why we've got to this stage. But hopefully you are joining us for Transfer Deadline Day on the 1st of September. I have got it right this time, 2014.
Yes, we've got some activity going on here. Scunthorpe have extended the loan of goalkeeper Bobby Olejnik from Peterborough.
Excellent.
Big
I think, yes, Port Vale signed striker, a Chile champion. I don't know who he is, but he's got an excellent name.
We should have a bit of a recap on some of the big signings of the day. Of course, the big one for me is Falco signing for Manchester United on a one-year loan.
Falco,
yeah.
Falco. Is he going to sing Rock Me Amadeus?
Yes, he is.
Is he? I thought it was Falcao, Jim.
Oh, it's Falco in Glasgow.
Is it Falco in Glasgow? Yeah. Fair enough.
That's the right way of saying
it. Yeah, Manchester United. Yeah, they've been busy, haven't they?
Yeah, and I thought that was a strange one. Hernandez going to Real Madrid on loan. That's a bit of a strange signing for Real Madrid.
Yeah, I think they just want a bench warmer, don't they?
Yeah, definitely will on the bench.
He will be at Real Madrid because I think it was Falcao that thought he was going there. If anyone saw the news feed with the tweet that Falcao apparently put on his Twitter that he was going to Real Madrid, he put on his tweet, "Hala Real Madrid," or "Hala Madrid" actually, but then it was deleted rather quickly. So I think that was a bit of a faux pas on his part, and he said apparently it was someone else that had put that tweet on and not him. But they all say that, don't they?
Really? Well, yeah, a big boy did it and ran away, as Billy Connolly would say.
So, yeah, it's the usual madness on Transfer Deadline Day.
Yes, you've got to love it. You've got to love it. Let me see now.
What other news do we have, Jim?
Well, Chris, in Scotland, Falkirk have signed fullback Joe Sognesi, and Alloa have signed Dundee defender Kyle Benedictus on a loan deal until the end of the season. Wow. And outgoings from Rangers, goalkeeper Callum Gallagher signed for Cowdenbeath. Big stuff.
Excellent. Go we? I suppose we should get the Manchester United chat out of the way first.
Yeah.
Well, hang on a minute. Let me get my bloody screen share right first. Apologies. So, Falcao, do you reckon how do you think he's going to fit in with Van Gaal's philosophy?
I think he's an excellent acquisition, to be fair, Chris. But as some people were discussing earlier on, I think they really need to be signing a defender.
Yeah, I think they do. I agree.
Sadly lacking in defence.
They are. I'm surprised they haven't shored up the defence. Apparently, Cleverley's going to be on his way out as well, but we don't know yet. Yeah.
I mean, when you look at the players Manchester United have got at their disposal now, I mean, they've got it's actually mouth-watering. I mean, I think it looks as if Big Lloyd's philosophy is just attacking, because look at some of the players he's got. Like, he's got Falcao, however you say it. He's got Van Persie, albeit he's injured. Rooney. They've got Mata. They've got Di Maria. I mean,
please don't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's typical because they started the season. Let's argue. Well, let's not argue at all about it. They started the season worse than like Moyes did last season.
Yeah.
And so they lost to Swansea, and what else? What else did they do? Well, they drew to Burnley, didn't they? 0-0.
That the weekend, yeah.
at the weekend. What was the match before that? It's gone out of my mind. They didn't get a result. I know that.
They lost to Swansea and they drew against Burnley. They drew against.
They drew against someone else, but they also got hammered by MK Dons in the cup, in the League Cup.
That was a shocker. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
what kind of team that they had out, but
It was a second string team. Rooney, Van Persie. Well, Van Persie weren't playing. Mata. None of them were playing. I mean, De Gea wasn't. De Gea, whatever you want to say. He wasn't in goal. It was a clearly second string team, and but they, you underestimate the MK Dons. I mean, the youngest club in the Football League, and they gave them a lesson. They did. But then again, saying that happened with a couple of other Premiership teams as well in the League Cup. So you had my lot. QPR, we lost to Burton Albion, which was the first game we've ever played against Burton Albion, and we lost that 1-0. And Aston Villa also did the same mistake by fielding a second string team, and they lost to Leyton Orient, so by the same scoreline.
See, two things immediately come to mind here. The first thing is, I don't know why Premiership teams, especially ones that are not in Europe, field a weakened team, because at the end of the day, if they won that competition, it's a guaranteed UEFA Cup place.
Yeah. I don't know why do they do that?
I mean, in Scotland, we don't get the Europa League place for winning the League Cup, so I mean, you can understand us doing it up here in Scotland, but which we don't.
We're not going to talk about the shenanigans that went on with Celtic.
Oh yes.
That is some news, actually, everyone. Is that Warsaw got an additional charge from UEFA for holding up a protest banner at their next league game to do with that ban.
Wow.
They basically said obviously the aggregate score was 6-1 to them against Celtic, and they held up a protest banner.
I did see that. Yes, I thought you said Walsall there. I was like, Walsall?
No, Warsaw.
Yes.
Warsaw, yeah.
I did read that. Yes.
And they've been again. Not only they got kicked out of the Champions League, they've also got charged by UEFA for that protest banner, which I think is pretty bang out of order, to be honest.
Well, okay. Oh, hold on a second. Jim Shyte here. What have you got for me? Oh, I can exclusively reveal, Chris, and I can exclusively reveal that Rangers have not signed anybody yet.
So is that breaking news?
That's breaking news.
That's breaking news. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry. Anyway,
you took me unaware there.
So I will occasionally burst into my Jim Shyte spiel.
Right, so yeah, Manchester United. So they've also got rid of Hernandez, I believe.
They did that on is it on a loan to Real Madrid for a year?
Yeah.
And I think they've either signed or they're. I will try and confirm this later on via my sources, but I think they've also signed Danny Blind.
They have, yes, they have signed. I think Dali Blind, is it? Something like that.
Danny Blind. I'm thinking of
Danny Blind.
Older guy, yeah. They've signed Blind anyway.
Yeah, for 13.8 million from Ajax to Manchester United. Dali Blind.
I tell you what, Manchester United. I've never known them to sign so many expensive players. They never used to do that.
But again, like you said, they're all frontline players, all flair players. So. Yeah. Are they going to just overcompensate themselves because they're still going to be pretty weak in defence because they've lost Vidic and they've lost Ferdinand. So
yeah, but those two guys were a bit over the hill. I mean, I heard Vidic gets sent off and scored an own goal in his first game.
Well, you say they were over the hill, but they're still reliable, experienced Premiership players.
Yeah,
I think that's what they're lacking now in defence.
Yeah, the two guys are as you say, not got a lot of experience.
So, recapping on what's happened today with some other clubs. Obviously, yesterday we heard the news that I'm trying to go very. This is Chris Kanova here, so I'm going to try and be very non love for my own club, but a certain club from West London, Chelsea, have pinched a striker from another club in West London. That would be QPR. They have signed Loic Remy by activating his release clause of 10.5 million, which was a bit of a shock to the QPR manager.
Harry Redknapp, yeah.
Harry Redknapp, yeah.
Yeah.
And so at the moment QPR are trying to fill the gaps, but we'll come on to them later because I don't want to spiel about my own lot.
See, it's quite interesting because this was obviously some duff information that I got, okay, but I heard early hours of this morning that Remy failed a medical for testing positive for cocaine.
I did hear this as well. But my argument to that would be during that time of where he's been around the last couple of years in the Premiership, obviously he's been on QPR's books. How come 3 other clubs, high-profile clubs as well, haven't picked up on this? If they did pick up on this, they wouldn't sort of expose themselves to that media, I don't think. Yeah. So I'm not sure whether that news is true.
Yeah, I think it was a myth.
Yeah. I'm not convinced whether Newcastle, QPR, and Chelsea would risk being put in that sort of bind.
Yeah.
So.
Totally. So far, just to update as well, so far 800,750,000 spent in the transfer window.
It's a record. It's a record again, isn't it?
Yeah. Most active team in the transfer market.
Manchester United.
No, in the Premiership, West Brom signing 11 players.
Oh, West Brom have gone for it, have they?
Yeah.
Right. See, that's something I've missed. I bow to your expertise, Jim.
We're getting some breaking news. Get some breaking news, mates. From Queen's Park Rangers.
No.
Yes, we've got Gary Cotterill reporting for us outside as we speak. And he's speaking to... Oh, they've signed Bent. They've signed Bent. I don't believe it.
Oh, dear.
Oh, it was only a matter of time, wasn't it, before they signed Bent? Brilliant. Look at the Scouser.
Now you're winding me up now. You're really winding me up.
No, it's what's he called? Lee Nelson.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, the comedian.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah. Well, yes. Aston Villa midfielder Karim El Hamid rejoined Feyenoord.
Yes. What else have we got? What's gone on? Of course, that was yesterday. We have I had a friend from Tottenham who said, "I love him, but I don't know who he is." That was the quote. Benjamin Stambouli from Montpellier to Tottenham, undisclosed fee. Again, yes, I agree with that person. I don't know who he is. So good luck to Tottenham.
But he may well set the Premiership alight for all. He might be the next big thing.
Yes, yes. The next that Spanish fella that went to Swansea for 1 season. See, I know my knowledge.
Indeed. The other transfer that I think is going through, and I'm yet to confirm whether it's complete or whether it's a done deal or not, but £16 million for Danny Welbeck to Arsenal.
Still to be confirmed.
Yeah.
Still to be confirmed. But yes, that Arsenal pulling the skin out of Tottenham's thing there, because Tottenham were on to sign Welbeck.
Yeah.
But it looks like Arsenal, the old enemy of Tottenham, have pulled the rug out of their fire, as it were. Is that the way the phrase goes? Not sure, but I'm sure in Canova style, that's probably the way it does go.
Yeah. So, what do you think? What do you think Arsenal fans will think about that? I mean, Arsenal fans wanted a striker, but is that the big name that they craved?
I don't think it is. I think Arsenal fans may have been more enamoured, say, than trying to get Falcao.
Yeah.
But it was a surprise, wasn't it?
Definitely. I just don't think Arsenal are prepared to spend that sort of money on a player.
Yeah.
I mean, they did spend a lot of money on Ozil last year, didn't they? But I don't think it was. What was that? 40 million or something like that.
Something like that. It was a marquee signing.
Yeah, but that's very unlike Arsenal to be spending that sort of money.
Yeah. It's an interesting one. It's an interesting one.
But I think Danny Welbeck will do a good job for Arsenal.
I always thought Welbeck, he kind of, and I'm not being funny here, but the way he comes across on the pitch, he kind of minces about a bit, doesn't he? But he can finish. He can finish when he gets a chance. But he seems like his work rate isn't there. But the stats prove otherwise. It's a strange one with Welbeck.
Yeah, it's time will tell. Time will tell. As I say, I don't think it's really the big signing that Arsenal were after, their fans.
No.
But
no, I don't. I agree. Yeah, I agree. What else have we got?
Well, we've got a couple of comments in the stream at the moment of RetroUnlim says, "Evening gents, hashtag Jim White." Barini didn't sign for QPR.
I haven't seen the confirmation of it. That's right. Yeah.
But you see, the thing is with that, you see that all the time. You always see these things, oh, this player didn't sign, that player didn't sign, but they could still go through last minute.
Yeah, it's still in talks. But I haven't seen anything to say that it's not gone through yet. So we will see. We will see. I know that Liverpool accepted a bid on Barini, but we'll see. I think we have confirmed. QPR have confirmed the signing of Sandro.
Yeah, I was just going to say Horatio Van Basten has posted that as well on the comments that Sandro going to QPR.
I think we got Sandro from again. Nothing on the confirmation yet, but I think it's a done deal. I saw Harry's interview earlier. So, excuse me. I think that's done. So
what do you think of that signing as a QPR fan?
Sandro?
Yeah.
Well, the good news is I would say that Harry knows him. So he knows his strengths and weaknesses, and he he's been in the Premiership for a while now. So solid, no fireworks, but solid. I would say. Yeah. I would say it's if you say it was strengthening our side, probably yes. If you're talking about some of the midfielders we've already got, the likes of Carl Henry, he's certainly better than people like him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we've got avid midfielders, we've got a lot of defenders. I think it's strikers we need due to losing Remy, and we can't rely on Austin and Zamora all season because they're both prone to a little bit of injury. If Austin stays fit, I think we'll do okay. But last season, we lost him for 4 months and we paid the price. That's why we ended up in the playoffs and ultimately won it, luckily. And it was luck.
Yeah.
But Austin he's unproven in the Premiership. Yes, he's scored already in the first 3 games, but he's unproven in the Premiership, and we can't hang our hat on him. So it was a bit of annoying to see Remy go when he proved himself last year at Newcastle. So we're still waiting on the confirmation of Chilean attacker Verga as well. We've signed him, but we're waiting for a work permit on him. So he is the strike partner to Alexis Sanchez, of course, who's gone to Arsenal, of course.
Yeah.
Other stuff, we've got Zaki Friars has gone from Tottenham to Palace on a 3 million fee.
If Palace have been busy today in the transfer market because they've also
they have. Yes,
Warnock James McArthur from Wigan.
Warnock has taken the realm, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's a good set. That's a decent signing, I think, for him.
I think so.
Ex-Hamilton Accies player, Scottish international. I think he'll do good at a team like Crystal Palace.
Yeah, I agree.
What else have we got? Just looking down, it's just over 10 minutes left of the transfer window in Italy. There's been a lot of speculation about Micah Richards signing for Fiorentina, but that is not a done deal yet, so they need to get a move on if they want to get that one complete.
Yeah, the transfer window's already finished in Germany, so
yeah. Scotland and England, of course, we are open for business for another hour and 10 minutes. So I think as far as my team's concerned, we're just looking to hang on to what players we've got. I don't think we're going to be signing anybody.
I was going to ask you about you lot. Yes, I was going to ask you. Where do you think? Where do you think that's going?
However, Alan McCoy was asked a question a week or so ago in a conference. Were there any more signings? They said, as a manager, I'm always looking to sign players, so don't rule it out. But it's all quiet at the moment. I'm not hearing much, apart from a goalkeeper going from Rangers to Cowdenbeath. I'm not hearing much about Rangers.
Just keeping a low profile.
Game a low profile, but you never say never.
Well, Celtic aren't doing great, are they?
Celtic, they've signed a couple of players today. I think they've signed I need to confirm the name on this because they've signed a player, a defender from Hibernian on loan for 1 year.
Right. Okay.
And they've also signed, I believe they've signed a striker, but I'll get back to you with the details on that.
So they've. I think Celtic have suffered from the fact that Rangers haven't been in the top flight because, they just haven't they haven't been strong, and they're suffering from that now.
So of course, Celtic fans would probably argue that case. A lot of Celtic fans I know have said they don't need Rangers to be there. They'll do just as good, but it only goes to show on the performances in the Champions League that they're not strong anymore.
So, I suppose, shall we talk about the host side of this? Shall we talk about Liverpool?
Yes, let's move on to Liverpool. They've of course made the big signing, haven't they? The replacement for Suarez. It's gone. Balotelli, of course.
Balotelli, yeah, yes. Balotelli. Can Balotelli? How is Balotelli's circus act going to work out at Liverpool? I mean, Brendan Rodgers has already shown that he can handle one circus act. Can he handle another?
Yes, I think Liverpool just. I don't know if it's Liverpool or if it's Brendan Rodgers, but they just seem to need that kind of player. So as soon as they sold Suarez, I think they wanted some kind of similar character in, so they went for the obvious one, Balotelli.
I've said there's been a lot of talk about Barini going to QPR as well, like you've already said. Yeah. And there was another Liverpool story which escapes my mind, such as our professionalism here.
Of course, yeah.
I'm just going to check on that. Oh, hello. Do we have some breaking news? Sorry. Where's Stoke? Oh, they're at Stoke at the moment. So I thought,
nice bucket
live ice bucket challenge there on some Stoke fan. That's fair enough.
Right. Okay. Just to update you on that Celtic story I was trying to break a minute ago.
Yeah.
Celtic are progressing with deals to sign John Guidetti on loan from Manchester City and Stefan Skipovic on a permanent basis from Sporting Gijón.
Ah, right, okay.
The Serbia international Suprovic decided late on Sunday that he would want to join the Scottish champions. He also was linked with a move to Getafe. But that deal, unfortunately for him, collapsed. Unfortunately, because that means he now needs to go to Celtic.
So the other Liverpool news was that they've got rid of Sebastian Cortés to Sunderland on a season-long loan.
Ooh.
So yeah, talented player, I think.
Well, maybe the experience made them good.
I think that's a boon for Sunderland.
Yeah,
I do think. I was going to go just backtracking there on Manchester United. It's just typical. I mean, they take the first couple of games they're pretty bad, and then they got Falcao and Di Maria, and the next game they got is QPR at Old Trafford. Lovely, thank you very much.
That's just typical. That's the same when Liverpool signed all those Southampton players, and all of a sudden the first game's against Southampton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Typical.
Yeah. Yep. So just recap again. Blind completed his United move, and I've got him pictured here with Louis van Gaal with his Manchester United strip, so that's a done deal. Yeah. So as we mentioned already, James McArthur to Wigan, from Wigan to Crystal Palace. That was a £7 million transfer.
Yeah, that's surprising that. Yeah, but it's not. It's not. Well, I say it's surprising, but he's the sort of player that doesn't really belong in the Championship for me. Decent player, very decent.
7 million these days, it sounds a lot, but in Premiership terms, it's really not a lot of money.
No, that's a good deal. Good deal.
We've got Ricky Alvarez, who moved from Inter Milan to Sunderland on a season-long loan. Don't know much
Um,
about him.
Interesting. A lot of loan players going into Sunderland.
Yeah, that's
So,
absolutely. It's they're obviously doing things in the cheap. They don't want to commit themselves to full-time contracts.
so apart from my lot, because we've chatted about my lot quite a bit now, the other two teams that have come up from the Championship, Burnley, they've signed George Boyd
I was
from
going to
Hull
say,
City.
oh, yeah, that's another Scottish international.
Yes, for 3 million. Not bad. Not bad.
Not played for Scotland for a little while, but this could be a good move for him to get back into the international scene.
Not sure how Burnley are going to fare because having experienced them last season,
Yeah,
they basically hinged their entire season on two players, Danny Ings and Sam Vokes.
yeah,
Now Ings has already been pretty lively in the first couple of games, especially against Chelsea in the first half at least.
yeah.
But Vokes is injured, so maybe they do need to shore up their attack. But I think Burnley they're going to struggle with not having the budget.
I tell you, I think Burnley will struggle. I think that's a given.
Yeah,
Um, I can see them struggling. I could see Aston Villa struggling again as well.
really.
Yeah,
I, well, they've had a couple of decent results already, haven't they? So
yeah. Neil Lennon looking bored in the Sky Sports studio there,
yeah,
ex-Celtic
he
manager.
looks like he's about to fall asleep, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like he's lost in his thoughts. It's like, oh, I would rather go on the live stream with Chris Kanova and Jim Shyte.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to have to jump on with Jim Shyte for a second because Chris Kanova has got to visit the little boy's room. So if you want to fill in, Mr. Shyte,
I would.
give me 2 minutes.
So, wow, breaking news, mates. Can't believe it. My sources tell me that Neil Lennon did fall asleep in the Sky studio. What do you expect from an ex-Celtic manager? Let's go through some of these deals. Let's move down the divisions a little bit, because it's not just all about the Premiership. We've had Ignacy Miguel signed for an undisclosed fee from Arsenal to Norwich City. Um, Wigan have signed William Kvist. I don't know how to say that. From Stuttgart on a free transfer. So that's one for Harry Redjack. Brentford have signed Coutinho from Sporting Lisbon. That's quite an interesting signing. What else have we got? Shane Duffy, Everton central defender. I think he goes to Blackburn Rovers for an undisclosed fee. Middlesbrough have also signed a loan player, Jel Vozen from Racing Club Genk, who I believe are a Belgium side. That's Championship for you. Let's see if we can find some more Scottish news. Amido Baldi has went from Celtic to Bevern on a season loan deal. Dylan McGeoch, Celtic to Hibernian on a loan deal. And Callum Gallagher, Rangers to Cowdenbeath, as I mentioned. Is Jim Chris Nova Canova back?
Jim, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes. Canova's back. Cammy's
Canova
back.
is back. Cammy's back. Oh, for your little comedy moustache.
Yeah. It look good on the bug. Look good on the bug. It will do in November anyway.
Nova Ember.
Yeah. It'll be what's it normally called? I can't remember now. What's that?
Movember, isn't it?
Movember? Yeah, it'll be Bugvember.
Bugvember.
Bugvember with the alien tash.
Yes.
You see. Anybody that's on me or Jim's Facebook, please click on our link and go and listen to us. And if you already listen to us, you shouldn't be listening to this link anyway, so that was a completely pointless segment I said there.
Well done.
Here we go. I don't know. It's the transfer deadline day. It makes people say weird shit.
Yeah. I don't know if this Falco deal was confirmed yet.
I don't think it is yet. Neither is the Welbeck one.
Yeah. QPR deal for Defoe, unlikely.
Yeah, I've already heard that. Yeah, it was unlikely. It'd be nice to get someone like Defoe in, but it did look unlikely. It was too short, a bit short notice. It was that was born, if no one knows, it was born out of the fact that FC Toronto sacked their entire management staff recently, and that includes Ryan Nelson, a former QPR defender and Spurs defender as well.
Well, that's an
Bit
interesting
harsh,
way of
wasn't
doing things. Yeah, it's a bit much.
Yeah, they sacked the manager, Ryan Nelson, and 5 of the coaching staff. So that's like a notice of intent, isn't it? You're shit. Get out. You know.
You're fired.
Yeah, literally. That was Alan Sugar proper.
I don't know if we've covered this one yet, but Hull City apparently completed the signing of Abel Hernandez for a club record fee. 24-year-old Uruguayan striker joins from Italian club Palermo on a 3-year deal, which includes the option for the 12 months.
Fair enough. We have another comment from our good friend Malk, Smooth MJ. Blunt as always. That's why we love you, Malk. Good luck, gents, with the stream. I have zero interest in overpaid twats kicking a ball around the field for 90 minutes, though. All the best. Well, that's fair enough. You can't argue with that, can you?
Love you, Malk.
All the love, Malk.
Okay, we're under 1 hour to go in the transfer window, so hopefully...
Deadlines. It's tense, isn't it, Jim? Tense.
It is, Chris.
So, what do you expect will happen? Will Falcao finally finish this, or?
I think that will go through. Yeah, my sources, mates will.
Your sources are brown, mayonnaise, tomato, barbecue.
That'll go forward. Yeah. So do you hope for any more QPR signings before the?
I don't think we're gonna get many. No. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me have a update. There's an update here coming in. I'm going to give you this live. 1 second. Get me shit together.
Why are you on the Liverpool FC Wikipedia page?
Yeah, why am I on that? I don't know.
It's as if you need to read up on who Liverpool are.
No, I know who Liverpool are. There we go. That's what I should have been on. And you can't see that anyway, the viewers. The viewers can't see that anyway. Ha ha ha.
All right. Oh, Chris, you've saved your tash.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, and I've also also whited up.
Careful.
Well, the breaking news so far is that everyone is wearing yellow ties, and there was a very unattractive Sky commentator in yellow.
Yeah.
Tottenham Tottenham strike. Oh bollocks! Tottenham midfielder Tomislav Gomelt joins Barry.
Barry?
And this is actually breaking news. Confirmed. QPR failed to agree terms with striker Fabio Borini. So, unfortunately, that's another one that's slipped our net.
Is that really a disappointment to you?
Kind of, because we kind of needed another striker. So, it's a little bit disappointing. We do need another striker. And apologies, the cat's just come into the room. So, let me just shut the door.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. That's interesting. Manchester City Negredo in talks with another club. There. Ooh, that could be interesting. Let me just nip back there on the page. In talks with Valencia. Wow. Now that's a surprise, isn't it?
It is. Unfortunately, not QPR, but Valencia.
I thought Negredo would be, solid at City. But City, yeah, another club we haven't talked about. City. I don't think they need to sign many, do they? Really?
No, I think they've got a strong enough squad.
Very strong.
Yeah.
Very strong. Title contenders, do you think, Jim?
Indeed, yeah. I think you've got to expect that Man City and Chelsea will be up there, and probably Liverpool.
I reckon Liverpool as well, because even though they've lost Suarez, I think they're very strong without him as well.
I hate to say it, because I know our boss is a Liverpool fan, but I think their best chance was last season and they blew it. I think that
I
was their
think
one big chance.
correct there.
Mm,
Yes, indeed.
so hopefully, they have made a few good signings, but Balotelli, um, you don't know what way that's going to go.
I tell
Yeah,
you what I think though. I do think that Sturridge in his new role, and you can rapidly see the year-on-year growth of Sterling, and
yeah,
how good he's getting. Very good. I mean, obviously, I think he's an awesome prospect. Is Sterling, um, with them players shored up by Balotelli, then that little bit of random flair that he can put in. I mean, he can produce moments like that despite his handbags.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I think Liverpool are going to do well. Yeah,
So what would be your predictions for the top four?
I hate to say it, I really do. I honestly think that yeah, the Blue Bastards will win. Yeah,
Do you know?
sorry, Chelsea fans. Sorry, I can't help it. It's in my blood to say that. But I honestly think that Chelsea may do this one. Yeah, they look very strong. Um, Costa's come in there and he's looked very good from the get go. To be honest, I'm sure you would agree, Jim.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
definitely. And Remy, I think we're a good signing as well.
I don't think Remy will get much game time. To be honest,
Yeah, I mean, I think you could be surprised.
I don't think so because well, who have you got waiting in the wings after Costa? You've got Drogba, and he's fan favourite. Mourinho loves his pants. You know, I don't
I,
think Remy's going to get a lot of game time. He might get a few cup games here and there. I agree with what Jamie Redknapp said.
mhm.
Jamie Redknapp did say that Remy should have really gone to Arsenal to get more game time, more first team at least. He won't get it at Chelsea, and we've seen the history when it comes to people coming in at Chelsea
Yeah,
that are going to be bench warmers. They very rarely get game time, and they end up getting loaned out.
yeah. I mean, you're forgetting as well. No, you're not forgetting, but that's I didn't mean to put it like that. But you have to remember, is what I say, is Drogba is a bit older now, so I don't think he's going to play that many games.
Yeah, you say that though, Jim. Sorry, excuse me. But last year, their geriatric central defender got frozen out, and now he's back in the first team every time.
John Terry,
Exactly.
yeah,
So
and
it's the
this,
Mourinho effect, isn't it?
and they sold, of course, Fernando Torres to AC Milan on loan.
Yeah. Big flop. Big flop.
Yeah,
One great season at Liverpool, and yeah, a bit of an Andy Carroll syndrome, that wasn't it?
yeah. I think it was too much pressure on him, for that transfer fee. What was it, 50 million?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It's just, I think there was too much pressure on him, and he was already going off form for Liverpool before he signed for
Yeah.
Chelsea. And personally, I don't think he's been the same ever since he got his haircut.
Yeah. It's all about the hair, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, it's definitely about image and hair.
Yeah.
Certainly. Prospect from Swansea, Chris Scott, has gone to Leicester on a free. That's an interesting one too.
Never heard of him.
He's a kid, young kid. I thought he might stick around at Swansea, but it seems that Leicester have seen something in him. Leicester do need, obviously, just like all the three clubs that come up. Sorry about my saying, obviously. I sound like a fucking footballer, don't I? Yeah, Leicester need strengthening like all the three teams that come up. But saying that, like I think we've already mentioned, Jim, that some of the teams that were already in the Prem quite weak anyway, like West Brom. And what else did you say? Villa.
Villa, I think Aston Villa
Mm-hmm.
are always going to struggle.
Do you think Villa have one of them impetuses that have always been top flight?
Yeah, I think they've got that. They've definitely got that about them. They all seem to
Survive.
survive somehow. It's like Everton, when Everton had a few years as well down there as well, where they barely.
I tell you what, we can
barely
put that question out there, can't we? Put that
Yeah,
question out to the comments. What are the teams that have always been in the Premier League since its conception?
that's a good question.
It is a good question. It's a legendary question.
What team?
What teams have always been in the top flight?
Right. So we start off with a few. Manchester United, obviously.
Indeed.
Arsenal, Liverpool. I think have Chelsea always been there? I know
No,
Chelsea back in
no,
the
they
80s
haven't.
were like a bit dodgy as well, weren't they?
Mm.
So Chelsea are
It's
not
six.
one.
I believe it might. It's 6 teams. It's 6 teams.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so let's see. We've got. I know it's a question, but I've named three. Right, there you go. I've named three of them for you.
Yeah,
Manchester United, Arsenal, and Liverpool.
yeah. That they're the three
Right.
obvious. Yeah, and there's three more as well.
Right. I've got a good idea, but we'll open it up
We'll
to
leave it.
the
We'll leave it up.
yeah.
To leave it up to the masses. The
Mm.
5 masses. Um, who else? What else has been going on lately? Dear Mabido Diakite has been released by Sunderland.
Oh dear.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Jose Casillas has gone from Swansea to Espanyol. Cancelled by mutual consent contract there. So loved at Swansea.
Hmm. I would also just like to expand on that question before we move on to that. Similarly, in Scotland,
Similarly,
what two teams currently in the Premier League have always been in the top division since it started?
in the SPL,
Yeah,
Celtic and Aberdeen.
there you go. That's that. That's an easy one, wasn't it?
The SPL is not a difficult league to work out. Apart from
No,
when it starts this crazy split malarkey going on.
some people could have said Dundee United, you know,
Well, or Hibs,
or
maybe, or
Hibs, but
Hearts.
Hibs and Hearts are both currently in the
Yeah,
Championship.
yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Dundee United have been in it for a long time as well, but they got relegated in the late 90s and came straight
I
back up.
honestly,
Yeah.
mate, I honestly don't know who's in the in the SPL now, apart from the obvious. Are
Oh,
the two Dundee sides in the SPL now?
no, yeah. I'll tell you,
I don't follow it, honestly. I don't. I
I
occasionally dip in, but
I follow the Championship.
I generally skip over the. Well, it's since Rangers went down, to be honest. Since Rangers got that punishment, kind of sort of like skipped over it because it became sort of very predictable
Yeah,
to what's going on, and
yeah,
just no offense, but dull.
yeah. Oh, absolutely. It won't be
Dull.
the same. It won't be the same until Rangers are back up.
No, because Celtic have lost that fight in them. They've
Yeah.
got no one to fight against anymore, and it seems that this season they're fourth, I think, currently, aren't they?
They're lower. They might be lower. I'll tell you the top three teams in Scotland, the SPL at the moment. Inverness,
Thistle.
Carlisle, yeah.
Mm.
Hamilton Accies,
I like
another
Thistle.
team. And third place at the moment, I think Aberdeen.
Mm.
Mm.
I have a soft spot for Partick Thistle, I've got to admit.
Party Fest, no, it's Inverness, Carlisle at the top.
Yeah.
So what is it you like about Partick Thistle?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's a team, one of them teams that I think ever since I was a kid, I just always looked out for because I thought that I like that. I like the name. It's a typically, for me, being an Englishman, it's a
Yep.
typically Scottish name, and I like that.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, it'd be a real team. If I was Scottish, it'd be a team I'd be really proud of with a name like that and that kind of sort of like tough history they have.
Yeah.
So
The
yeah.
Partick Thistle, of course, a Glasgow club as well. One of
Yeah.
I would say the Partick Thistle was Partick's not that far away from Ibrox. That's probably our closest.
I think also as an avid underdog follower, being a QPR fan, you've got to be an underdog follower.
Yeah.
That when I was growing up, I obviously looked at Celtic because I think Celtic had a lot of close relations with QPR when they were formed. Their kits are very similar. When they were, because QPR's original kit was the same as Celtic's. It was the green and white hoops.
Yuck.
And but if you go about, if you're not going to go into politics or anything, but just briefly, if you go about to the way political standings are, obviously we are more affiliated to Rangers, so it's kind of a weird one because with our name, Queen's Park Rangers and Rangers Football Club, and then you look at the strip and it's more close to Celtic, and I thought, you know what, I can't bother with all that bullshit. So when I looked down the leagues, I thought a couple of teams struck me. Partick Thistle was one, and believe it or not, the other one was Hamilton Academical.
Hamilton Academical,
Yeah, because
who
I
are
thought
actually my local team,
that's a great, what a wicked name.
and they've also got hoops.
Mm, indeed,
Yeah,
yeah. And I thought, what a brilliant name for a
yeah.
club.
I'll tell you this, and so I don't want to. I'm not. This is not a racist thing
No,
because I
no, no,
don't.
no, 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 of course
I
not.
don't agree with it. But up here in Scotland, um, some people, not me, some people use Hamanakis as a rhyming slang for a certain race of people. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, right, okay, right.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
there
leave
you
it
go.
there. We'll leave it
Yeah,
there. We'll leave
yeah.
it there. Yeah.
I don't. I'm just saying some
No,
people
no,
do.
no. I can see the
Yeah,
obvious rhyming there. Yeah, you
yeah.
should listen to Cockney rhyming slang. It's worse.
Yeah. Hamanaki's also playing the hoops.
Yeah, yeah. But it was another one of them Scottish teams that's always struck out, and even to this day, I look out for Partick's results and Hamilton's results. I mean, I've no affinity with them at all, but I'm just interested in them as a name, as a club, and I can't really explain it. I just am. I'm sure you don't. You have that, Jim, with some English
But
clubs you look out
yes,
for, and you have no explanation why.
but do you know what? This is a strange one, right? For some reason, I always like to look out for Blackburn, and it would be an obvious link now, seeing as my wife is from Blackburn.
Well, there you go.
But
Yeah,
even
yeah.
before I met my wife, I just something about Blackburn that I liked.
The Black Country, as
Yeah.
they call it.
Um, I always like to look out for Newcastle
Yeah,
because I've got a lot of family in Newcastle and a lot of friends in
they're
Newcastle.
quite close to the border, though, aren't they? So
Yeah. I also like so teams like they're not in the league anymore. But Scarborough, I liked Scarborough.
bloody hell! I mean, that's
Yeah.
well, that is unusual.
Because I've been to Scarborough on holiday. We went to their stadium. We went to look at the stadium when we were on holiday, and it's
Right.
just like a little seaside town.
Well,
Um,
yeah, I can sort of understand that, but I've
yeah.
been to Carlisle many times, and I have no interest in the Carlisle FC.
No, I don't know. I've not got teams like stick out in my mind
Yeah.
because of their names or
Do
anything
you
like
have a
that.
second team? I know some people can argue to say, oh, there's not really so much this thing as a second team, but something that's connected with you as a second team. Obviously, Rangers first team.
Yes, I
Do you
do.
have that, or
You're going to hate me,
no, no, no? Why am I gonna? What you're gonna say, Chelsea?
Chelsea,
Why?
because
I'm
because
just genuinely surprised, but
Rangers and Chelsea are considered to be Blues Brothers.
not Birmingham then,
No,
or
Ra-
Everton.
Rangers and Chelsea have got a connection.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard
Yeah.
that.
Um,
Hmm.
but also I genuinely like Newcastle for the reasons I've already mentioned because I've got
Yeah,
family down in Newcastle.
of
I've
course, of
spent a
course.
lot of time in Newcastle with friends and family. And Blackburn. Do you know, I've been to one Premiership game in my life, and that was a Blackburn game. I went to see Blackburn at Ewood Park against Sunderland. Sunderland beat them 3-0.
I think for similar reasons,
Mm.
mine is a surprise. It's Boston United
Because of your family.
because
Yeah.
it's family, and of course you know me, and when I was younger, I grew up in Lincolnshire, so
Right.
Boston was the local team. We were all still QPR fans in the family, but it was the team that was local and
Yeah.
everyone talked about. So I look out for them. We have an answer
But
to
I
the
was going to
question.
say, you go on though.
Yeah, Horatio Van Basten. He gives the answer. He's correct.
Yeah.
Debatable about the Chelsea bit, but he might. I've just actually had a look, and he's right. When I talk about being in the Premiership,
Yeah.
yes, Chelsea is the team that's been in the Premiership as well. So he's right there. So my apologies for admitting him, but obvious reasons. He says Everton, yes.
Indeed.
Liverpool, Manchester United, Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspur, and Aston Villa. He is correct. Well done, Horatio Van Basten. Very
Yes.
correct. Yes, every
And
other team has been in and out of the Premiership since its conception in 92, 91, 92.
I wonder if Horatio is any relation to Marco.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Marco. Great striker.
I always remember that goal he scored against was it Russia in the European Championships, 1988. Lovely goal.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Was it Russia? Was it Russia?
Was
It was
it?
definitely.
I can't remember.
Yeah. What
Um,
else?
well, a couple of other comments.
Yeah.
Harry Yak, are you going to be joining us, Mr. Harry Red Yak? Thank goodness the Forsyth saga has ended. Sucks that Brentford made us foot of the bill for the damn Everton sell-on clause. Scandalous. Harumph. Okay. I'm not.
Do you remember the noise that a yak makes? Sorry, carry on.
Do you know what he's getting at there? Because I don't know.
I've got no idea.
We've got something from QPR here. Hang on.
Yeah, we've got Chelsea supporters outside QPR's
Look
ground.
at it, I can see them. Yeah, little
Yeah.
bastards.
That guy's taking a bit of a
Right.
selfie.
Okay. That's it. Okay. Then we just put the old whatnot up.
Look at Jim. Look at Jim Shyte. He snaps in his hips.
Yeah. He's got an old reaction.
Look at him feel smiling over the what in the yellow dress.
So, Natalie Sawyer. Yeah, lovely.
Oh, yeah.
Breaking news. Sandro is a QPR player, by the way. That is confirmed. Deal done.
Congratulations.
So, Sandro from Newcastle, and he said there. You got me Newcastle on the brain there. From Tottenham Hotspur to QPR is a done deal, and that's probably going to be the last signing that QPR are going to do, with just under 40 minutes remaining.
Yeah, RetroUnlim said it was good that James McArthur signed from Wigan to Crystal Palace because he also won the X Factor. So
yes, he did, didn't he? Yes,
yeah.
Shit as well.
Yeah.
He also says, Sterling is Suarez's replacement. Is he?
Yeah, do you know he said that to me before. I can only take his word for it. He's a Liverpool fan. He knows it better than me. So yeah, that's a good comment.
He was our illustrious leader was talking about Bonnie earlier from Swansea, and I said that wasn't going to happen, but apparently, because I read a statement from Bonnie's agent to say that he wasn't leaving Swansea, but apparently Monaco have put a bid in for him.
Well, I see that's interesting because that may suggest confirmation of Falcao. I can't say his name right.
Falcao. Radamel Falcao.
Because if Monaco are sending players, that may confirm that deal's ready to go through.
Well, it is a loan deal after all, so.
But they still get money for the loan deal, so.
And RetroUnlim also says, he confirms what we reported a minute ago, Negredo going to Valencia. Well, he says that he does say going to Valencia. We don't know he's going yet.
Exactly.
So we will wait on that. Don't jump the gun, Steve.
Things can still go wrong at this stage.
Yep.
Let's see if we'll get any update. Actually, let's go back to one I was talking about earlier on. In Italy, Micah Richards has joined Fiorentina on loan.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. They did manage to push that one through in the end.
I rate him. As a player. Actually, I have a lot of time for Micah Richards.
Yeah.
I think he's a decent player. But with what's going on at City, you can't see a space for him anymore, can you?
Yeah.
So,
okay, mates. My sources say Fiorentina paid 3.5 million to take the defender on loan for a season, and will have to fork out another 4.7 million if they want to make the move permanent. Wow.
Whew.
Yeah.
Wow, bloody hell. That's pricey. But yes, you're right. As been confirmed, yes, Micah Richards, City to Fiorentina, season-long loan. So, wait for the confirmation of Sandros to QPR.
Well, I can give you an exclusive quote, mates, from Harry Redyak.
Yep.
He says on Sandro, he brings energy, aggression, power, and quality. They call him the Beast. Brilliant.
Well, I know Harry likes him, so hopefully. Natalie Sawyer is looking rather attractive, by the way, in the yellow dress.
I think Jim agrees.
Jim, your tie? That's shocking. Everyone's wearing that tie. What's going on? This tie's been cloned. It's everywhere.
It's a uniform for transfer deadline day.
It's even the colour is being emulated by the fan there. Which where the fuck are they? I don't know.
I think they're at Sunderland.
Are they Sunderland?
Yeah,
they look like they look like Sunderland fans. Yeah. Almost Newcastle fans, but not quite as fun. My mate Paul will kill me for that. Big Sunderland fan he is. Big Mackham. Big Mackham.
Yeah, I've got a friend that's a Sunderland fan as well. So
They're not wearing any shirts. Come on, Mackhams, wear your shirts.
they're wearing a lot. Usually up north of England, they like to wear.
Swansea. Right, okay. Swansea have signed striker Madu Barrow from Ostens for an undisclosed fee. Ostens? Who the fuck's Ostens? Never heard of them.
The Danny Welbeck deal is not a done deal as yet.
No, it's not yet.
That,
No.
So that's getting exciting. We've now 35 minutes to go. And
Loving the guy in the morph suit.
I see him.
Yes, the guy in the yellow morph suit. I mean, that's quality. I can't go in a morph suit. I just look like a lumpy piece of shit if in a morph suit. You got to have a decent body to go into a morph suit.
Well, you can morph into it.
Is it brown? It'll be proper morph then, won't it?
Yeah. Is it beige? It's not beige.
That's yellow. That one he's wearing there is yellow, but the morph himself is brown.
But here's a quiz question. Don't you answer it, Chris, in case you know it. Here's a quiz question that's totally unrelated to football, just because we're talking about Morph. What was Morph's little friend called?
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, I know you know it, but let's see if the good people of YouTube know the answer to that one. Horatio,
come on, Horatio. Yeah, Horatio's watching.
And
Horatio, we love you. Because I think you and Yak are the only ones watching.
No, RetroUnlim's watching as well. Horatio, don't Google it though.
We've got to give Horatio some present or something for sticking with us.
Horatio is actually a regular listener.
He is. Yes, top man. Top man
indeed. Give that man a t-shirt.
Give that man a RetroUnlim Novabug t-shirt. Time for a JL76 gaming t-shirt, I think.
Yes. One size fits all.
A DIG t-shirt. Yeah, man.
Jim Shyte is on his mobile, so something exciting must be happening.
Oh, he looks... What's going on? No, nothing going on. I thought it was... Oh, Celtic. Hang on.
Celtic signed
striker Don Galladio on loan from City.
I see. I already brought one exclusively before
you
Sky
did,
Sports.
yes. Yeah. Brilliant exclusive there, Jim. Well done.
I told you.
Yeah.
I've got my hotline here.
He's the man who's in the know. He's a Rangers fan, but he's in the know with his rival club. I
am the Scottish correspondent.
Well, you think, yeah. Scottish and Blackburn.
Yeah. A few Rangers, Glasgow Rangers, that is not Queen's Park.
I know.
Have sold on a couple of players on loan so far today, but no players in. I don't think anything's going to happen.
I don't think they will. No, they got strict budgets, haven't they? So.
Well, they're not getting any money, so
yeah, that's basically it, isn't it?
They're currently trying to do another share issue at the moment, so. But I don't think we're going to get that money in time for the transfer deadline, so never mind.
So where do we think we're going to go? Apart from the confirmation of Falcao, do you think we're going to get...
Well, there's still, of course, to get the confirmation of Welbeck as well.
Yeah. Just going off topic from football at the moment, and we'll jump to tennis just for a second. Andy Murray has beaten Joe Wilfred Tsonga in the quarterfinals of the US Open.
Yeah, I was going to say, that came up earlier on. I was going to mention it as well. Yeah.
And the reason why it's interesting because he got beaten in the recent ATP tournament against Tsonga.
So a bit of revenge.
Yes, he did. Yeah, well, he threw. Sorry, apologies. He didn't beat him in the quarterfinals. He threw to the quarterfinals, and because he's seeded 8th, he is going to play his old nemesis Novak Djokovic in the quarters. So that's Andy out then.
Okay. Thanks for coming, Andy.
Thanks for coming. And now you're against Novak again. That's that.
Never mind. If you not
that's a bit unfair, actually. It's unfair. He has actually got a good record against Novak, but every time it's in a major, he generally doesn't do it. But saying that, Sorry, go.
He did beat him in the final before.
I was about to say that. Yes, when he won the US, he beat Novak, didn't he? So
he did.
I think we're being a bit unfair to our British tennis players.
Sorry, if I'm being honest though, I think Novak let him win.
No, you can't say that. Well, I say what, Federer certainly didn't let him win the Olympic medal. He was gutted by that, and Wimbledon.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm not. I'm sorry. I go back on my statements. I actually really admire Andy Murray. I think he's a
Oh, of
great
course.
fella.
He's a
Really good
legend.
sportsman.
Legend. Yeah.
One of the really quality tennis player. And yeah, I know a lot of people don't like him because he made apparently in the past some derogatory comments against England, but it was all done. I know, me and you, it's all in jest, isn't it?
Yeah.
We have, I'm English, you're Scottish, and we have, it's all good fun and banter.
Yeah.
So I think that's what a lot of people were missing when Andy said that. It was a bit of banter, and if you can't take a bit of banter, then go home, go to sleep, fuck off.
Of course.
Yeah, we're all on the same island. Whether we're, whatever, even with this fucking, vote, whatever happens, it doesn't matter. We're all on the same island, and we're all the same. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And that's my attitude on it anyway.
That won't go through. Don't worry about that.
You don't. But you said you were considering changing your vote. You don't know yet.
No,
I don't care what way you go, mate. But
I said that in jest because somebody I can't remember what it was, but I think somebody slagged off Scotland or something, and I said, that's it, I'm changing my vote.
Oh yeah, it was something I was saying, wasn't it? I can't remember where it was. I think
RetroUnlim said.
James is a no, isn't he? Is James
I don't know. Probably. I can't remember, to be honest.
I think James, because you're not sure about what Alex Salmon's not sure about the currency, and
well, he's got a plan B, so yeah.
We can't. What, you're going to use Monopoly money or what?
That's exactly what it is. Yeah. Monopoly money. Yeah.
Yeah. Mate, I'm going to invent a currency. Alex Salmon says.
Yeah, he's going to invent the McPound.
Oh, it's a confusing ball of shite, really, isn't it? I mean, if you do go independent, then there's so much. Oh, it's going to be very difficult. Very difficult. I think, and I don't think it'll be beneficial, to be honest.
See, what worries me, I know we're going way off topic here.
Sorry, a bit of political aside here.
But I think what worries me about that is if it doesn't go through and we don't get independence, I just worry that there'll be a backlash against Scotland.
A rebellion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm take the piss now. So.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of hardcore. Yeah, a lot of hardcore nationalists. You get that in England as well. So. A lot of hardcore nationalists that haven't really got the country's interest at heart. They're just taking it to heart, as it were. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
But I think for the benefit of both countries, well, I say both countries. That's unfair. I'll say all 3 countries, or 4 countries. Apologies, Northern Ireland. All 4 countries. I think it's a benefit that we do stick together. We're stronger as a whole.
Yeah.
I think we're stronger as a whole, and we can still keep our national identities. It's not a problem, is it?
No.
So, and it all makes for good banter.
It does. It does.
As well.
Anyway, back to the football.
Yes. Sorry.
Remember that?
Yeah, we were talking about football, weren't we?
Newcastle have sold Mapau Yanga Mbiwa.
That's excellently said.
Thank you. He's signed for Roma on loan, another loan, so he can be a friend for the lonely Ashley Cole, apparently.
We haven't dipped into the lower leagues yet either.
I dipped into it a little bit when you went for a toilet break.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I missed that. Yeah. Just a quick dip into the lower leagues. Peterborough United have signed striker Luke James from Hartlepool for a 4-year deal on an undisclosed fee. So that will piss off Jeff Stilling.
I was going to say Jeff Stilling won't be happy with that.
Won't be happy with that. Oh yes, Middle England, Swindon. Have signed striker Jonathan Akombi. Oh, excuse me, let me get that right. Obika, yes. Jonathan Obika from Spurs on a 2-year deal. Never heard of him. Spurs fans, have you heard of him? I'm sure you have.
Let us know.
Scunthorpe, the Iron. My auntie's husband is a Scunny fan, should I say? Not a fan. They extend the loan of goalkeeper Bobby Olinjek from Peterborough. Interesting. Not.
No,
sorry, I'm not being elitist.
Oh, hi mate, Jim Shyte here. What have you got for me? Wow, yes, I've got some breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news.
Breaking news here. Wait for this one. This is a biggie. Oh.
Don't get your cock out.
No, I'm not going to. No, that's not a biggie. That's a smallie. Anyway,
I know your wife said.
hey. Anyway, oh my God, I've got so excited. I've lost
Is
my.
that what she said? Oh my God. Is it that
Yeah,
small?
I do have some breaking news here. Honestly,
Get it
done
out, man.
deal.
Spit it out,
I've
man.
got a couple of done deals. First of all, again, Hull City again made another signing. They've signed Gaston Ramirez on a season-long
They're
loan
busy.
from Southampton.
Ah, they're busy.
Another loan. Hull are going about building a pretty decent squad here. Ben Arthur to come possibly.
Ben
Spec-
Arthur.
yeah,
Wow.
that's just a
Oh,
speculation
that's a
for you.
marquee signing.
And Stoke have re-signed winner Uzama Azaidi on loan from Liverpool.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
I've got a bit of Scottish news for you, actually,
Carry on.
from an English point of view.
Mm.
We have all about your rivals, Celtic.
Mm.
Celtic midfielder Dylan McGough. Is that how you pronounce it?
It's McGee.
McGosh?
It's McGee.
McGear. Sorry, apologies. Apologies for
McGee.
my pathetic English pronunciation.
McGee.
Dylan
Yeah.
McGeoch joins
Yeah.
Hibernian on a season-long loan.
Oh my God! Can't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, Hibs. And Celtic striker Holmbert Fridjohnson. Sorry.
Ah, there you go. Good.
Holmbert Fridjohnson. He joins Brøndby on a season-long loan. Brøndby? Where the fuck are Brøndby?
Denmark.
It must be, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, definitely Denmark.
And staying with Scotland, Hibernian have signed striker Jake Sinclair from Southampton. Must be one of the fringe players. I don't think I've heard of him.
And it looks like Mark Hughes is heading home for today, so no more business at Stoke.
Ah, fuck him. Sorry. If you don't know why I said that, ladies and gentlemen, look up the history of QPR in the last 2 seasons. Falkirk have also signed fullback Joe Shaughnessy. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Yay!
Not bad. Yeah, from Aberdeen. Yeah.
From Aberdeen on loan until the end of January, and that concludes my Scottish report. Well, there are some news from Alloa, Steasmere, and Clyde as well, but I just skipped past that.
Yeah, Clyde signed Rangers defender on loan. Big stuff.
Yes, Mark Hughes is being interviewed for the window now, Harry style.
Yeah.
So.
Also, some big news coming in from the lower leagues. Rotherham have broken their transfer record. Believe it or not. Yeah, to sign Oldham striker.
I was about to say a very, very bad taste joke there, but I didn't. I held off.
Yeah, probably for the best.
They signed any kids. No, anyway, I didn't say that. Sorry.
Oh. Okay, we're still waiting on confirmation about Falcao. I'm like getting better at pronunciation as the night goes on. And Welbeck.
Well, we have a sacking as well.
A sacking?
Yeah, we have a sacking.
Carry on.
Carlisle have sacked their manager Graham Kavanagh after failing to win any of the opening 5 league games. Oh dear.
I thought you were going to say after failing to sign any players. I was going to say that's a bit harsh.
No, so that's another early sacking there. I think early sackings are ridiculous, to be honest, in my book. Just because, he ain't won a few games, let's sack him. I think that's bang out of order, to be honest.
However, some people might say that, if they let it go on and on, some people will argue they left it too long, so...
Maybe, but not sure. Not sure. I mean, Huddersfield's manager got sacked after 2 games.
Yeah, well, that's ridiculous. We've also got some movements on managers leaving clubs as well. Up in Scotland, well, assistant managers to be exact. Rave Rovers assistant manager Paul Smith and head of youth academy Hugh McCann have stepped down. There you go.
Wow. So current record signing players in the Premiership we have West Brom are still topping that table with 11 players in.
Yeah. Followed
by now with Hull with 10, Burnley with 9. Wow. Leicester with 9. So it seems that they've put in more than us, QPR. Liverpool 9 players in.
I've got some breaking news about a transfer that didn't happen. Everton have failed to sign Tom Cleverley from Manchester United.
Oh, they were trying, weren't they? Yes.
They were trying. That's not went through.
Wow.
Yeah. Um, I remember once, believe it or not, it's a bit of a tidbit for you. Rangers once held the record transfer fee in Britain for a player.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, £4 million. We held a record for a bit for signing Duncan Ferguson from Dundee United. That was before the days of the transfer windows, though.
Duncan Ferguson. Oh yes, yes. Just been confirmed on Sky. Sandro Tottenham to QPR.
Yeah, that was a done. Harry Redknapp's already been quoted on
It
that
was
deal.
done deal earlier, but we just had official confirmation there.
Yes. Still, all we're
Nothing on
getting is
Falcao yet. Nothing on Falcao.
Welbeck is locked in talks with Arsenal at the moment. The deal has been agreed with Manchester United, but
Well, we know these can fall through.
20 minutes to go.
Mhm.
Confirmation again. Just one I mentioned earlier on again, off of the border. Celtic signing Stefan Skipovic. I don't know how to bloody say the name.
Who's he? Who's he? What?
Shepovic.
Sheffield.
Yeah.
Sheffield.
I don't know how the hell you say it.
I don't see his name. So.
I thought it best just not saying his name.
No. Well, I hope everyone out there is enjoying this. Me and John talking crap, basically about football. If you like football, I suppose you are. But hey, we're having a good time.
Yeah. Of course, you know, it was rushed. This live stream was a last minute.
It was, yeah.
So we didn't really have a lot of time to prepare for it, and of course had a bit of a cock up at the start with Google Plus, so sort of threw us off a little bit. But yeah, I think we've got stronger as the streams progressed.
Yes, yeah. Well, I'd like to think so.
Yeah. Let's go back to the comments. See if we'll get any comments since the last time.
I don't think we've got any more. RetroUnlim. Oh yeah, RetroUnlim says when you were replying to James MacArthur signed from Wigan to Palace, did he win X Factor? Harry Yak says I thought he was the person who sailed the Atlantic. RetroUnlim says Richard Branson. I thought that was that woman, wasn't it?
No.
Wasn't it?
No, Richard Branson's
ballooned.
He ballooned. Yeah, balloons.
He didn't sail the Atlantic, did he?
Horatio Van Basten has not let us down. He's come back with the answer for Morph's friend. In fact, he said, "I got my nephew's brother a bulge your own Morph and Chaz kit for Christmas."
Yay! I knew he wouldn't. I knew he would. You got to rely on Horatio.
Yeah.
The man is a wealth of knowledge. I was going to say Chaz, but
it was Chaz. Yeah.
And rest in peace, Tony Hart.
And oh yeah.
I'll tell you one thing we should state. Even though he was a Chelsea fan, and I think a Chelsea, part of the Chelsea board as well. Richard Attenborough has passed away.
Yes.
Recently.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Yes, rest in peace, Richard Attenborough.
I get mixed up. I was talking to I got breaking news where I was talking to Swifto doing a pre-record of the last days at Ellen Games. I cut this bit out because I made an ass of it. I edited it out. I said David Attenborough has died.
No, not David Attenborough, the other one.
Oh, I know. I know that's a mistake. And Swifto's like, "Don't you mean Richard?" Oops.
Yeah, he was. Well, most people will know him from playing John Hammond in Jurassic Park, of course.
Of course, yeah.
But he did a lot more stuff. I think he was. I can't remember. He was very closely connected with Chelsea. I mean, obviously, he won Academy Awards for Gandhi and several BAFTAs as well. He played Santa Claus in Miracle on 34th Street.
Cool.
And of course, he is the older brother of Sir David Attenborough. Which we all know from the BBC natural documentaries. Natural documentaries? Nature documentaries. That's the one. I'll get my words right.
Yeah.
So but he's a big Chelsea fan, big football fan.
Harry Axe says that the woman was Ellen MacArthur.
Ellen MacArthur. See, there you go. You see, he's right. That's it. That's the girl. That's the dude. I was going to say there, but dudette. Dudette, that's the one. He was honorary life president for a time at Chelsea.
Right.
That's what he was.
So you're not like him then?
No, 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 no. I don't like Chelsea as a club, but you know, there's people that are associated with the club that I do like Ray Wilkins,
Yes.
Dennis Wise, because Dennis Wise is actually a QPR fan. Um, I like not John Terry. Sorry, that was a slip of the tongue.
Ooh.
I hate that bastard because he's a scumbag. No, Frank Lampard. A lot of time for him.
I do. I'm very fond of Frank Lampard as
A
a
lot
player.
of
He's
time for Frank
always been one of my
Lampard. I think
favourite players. Indeed.
he's a
Yeah.
gentleman and a professional.
Yeah.
Um, you know, so yeah. I mean, I mean, look, I live with a Chelsea fan, so I know a lot about them. This is why I have to. This is my bane.
So where you live, are you closer to Chelsea's ground or QPR's ground?
Oh, QPR's.
Oh, that's good. How far would it be? How
As
is
the
it?
crow flies.
Is it walking distance or would you
Oh
drive?
no, 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 no. I'm about. Oh dear. I live. I'm in Hertfordshire, just outside. Gashead knows. He knows where I live. I'm just outside of London. On
All
the
right.
the outside of the suburbs.
Right.
It's 2 trains to get to QPR. I'd
Right.
have to go into Ruislip, which is a big QPR area. Ruislip is, and then I get the train from Ruislip into Shepherd's Bush.
Right.
You'd have to take another train to get to Lily Road, which is where Chelsea are. So Chelsea are like more in inside London. Yeah, they're certainly closer to the West End, put it that way. But they're not far. They're not far at all. But as the crow flies from where I live, yeah, QPR are closer.
I was in London when I was 15. One of my neighbours had moved down there, and we went down to visit her, and she stayed in Hackney. She stayed in a flat in Hackney.
Oh
I
dear.
don't know if I don't know if you ever watched this. You probably did, but it's a long time ago. There was this program on about Hackney years ago on the television. It was about this big tower block that was getting knocked down.
Yeah,
Well, that's where she stayed, in that tower block. So I stayed in there for like about a week.
Hackney's rough.
Yeah,
Well, it was rough. I mean, it's still quite rough now, to be honest. But
yeah,
it was regenerated a lot with the Olympics
yeah,
because that's where the Olympics was held in the Hackney area. So.
yeah. I mean,
But
this
one
is a
thing
lot.
it was going back to football, of course. One thing Hackney is famous for is the Hackney Marshes,
Yeah,
which is where a lot of London players cut their teeth or cut their boots.
that's Rodney Marsh's brother, isn't it?
It was, yeah, yeah. And, so a lot of clubs from that side of London. So you're talking West Ham, Millwall,
Yeah,
Arsenal, of course, and Tottenham. West Ham already said Charlton,
yeah.
Palace.
Like
They're on
Norwich.
that side of London. So
I was going to say now, I'm going from memory here because it was a long, long time ago. I mean, that's 15 years old. That's 23 years ago now. Right,
yeah.
yeah, 23 years ago. But I'm sure that from that flat balcony in Hackney that I could see both White Hart Lane and Highbury. Would that be
Ooh.
geographically possible? I
Uh,
knew I could certainly see one of them, but I
they
can't remember if it was
The
both.
closest ground would be the Boleyn. It would be Upton Park.
Maybe
You've
I,
got
I,
Orient as well, of course.
I definitely seen a stadium or maybe even two stadiums for that window, but I couldn't tell you. I couldn't remember what stadiums they were.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, Upton Park would stand out. Um,
Yeah.
that's the closest, I would say. Highbury's a little bit too far away, I'd say. But if it was a high enough window, possibly, possibly.
It was right at the top floor.
I mean, if you're in there's a tower block in West London. I always forget it. Name escapes me. But if you stand at the top of this tower block in West London, you can see all four grounds in West London. So you can see Stamford Bridge, you can see Loftus Road, you can see Brentford's ground, which name escapes me at the moment, and you can also see Fulham's ground as well,
Which is Craven Cottage, of
which is
course.
Craven Cottage, of course. Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah. Um, Yeah, so you can see, yeah, they're the four West London primary clubs. So
I remember that we went to Tottenham Not the stadium, just the area. We went to
Yeah,
Tottenham area and we
shit
get
hole in
lost.
it.
We get lost.
You get lost. It's one
Yeah,
road. It's practically one road.
yeah, we don't know, do we? We're from Scotland. We're not used to just one road.
Because what? Yeah, but one road in London depicts many twists and turns, and we go, well, it's one road. Anyone else in the country apart from Manchester, one road is literally a straight road.
By the way, Brentford Stadium is Griffin Park.
Griffin Park, yeah, yeah.
Peter Griffin Park.
Famously, a pub on every corner.
That's
moving
standard for Scotland as well. Okay,
Yeah,
we're 10 minutes away, guys. 10 minutes away from deadline closing.
Oh, we've got
Big
some
bench, yeah,
Liverpool news.
Oh,
I don't know whether you've already said it, but Osema Hadi has left Liverpool to go to Stoke
I-
on a season-long loan.
I may have done. No, I think I mentioned one of the guys going to Southampton. Did I not?
Gaston Ramirez has left Southampton to go to Hull.
No, I definitely mentioned the Liverpool player outgoing earlier on. I can't remember which one it was.
It might have been that one. Apologies
that
if we're repeating ourselves.
Yeah. Let's see. We're getting very close to 11 o'clock. Still no confirmation. Jim White's getting excited at the moment,
That's
as you can
because
see.
Natalie is sitting next to him and she's looking rather fine.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's a dog dressed up in a coat.
Yeah, typical Villa fan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yay!
Oh, quick cutaway there. Well done.
Yeah, Natalie's looking mighty
Yeah,
fine.
Natalie
but,
weren't happy with that, is she? She's
Yeah.
not happy with that at all.
Natalie, you need to get yours out now.
I'm so going back and watching that again because she is pissed off with that. Neil Lennon, he's trying to hold the boner in.
Yeah. he's like, boner, go away now,
See
please.
where his hands are? You see? That's the best action he
Look at
gets.
Jim White's face. I absolutely love Jim White. He's not good. He's not as good as
Are
Jim.
they going to go back to Villa? They're trying to go back to Villa to get rid of the geezer with the bloody blow-up doll. Hello,
Natalie.
Harry Redknapp.
What?
No, I thought he was going to go Harry Redknapp there, but no, Jim's fucked up again. God, what's wrong with you, man?
I do apologise. Yeah, that Natalie's looking mighty fine, but the other girl that's there with the tan, she's not looking so good.
I didn't see her. Where was she?
The
Was
one
she
that
wearing a yellow dress as well?
Yeah, the one that's doing all the tweets.
Oh, I didn't see her.
Yeah.
No. I thought you were talking about Kirsty.
Too much oh no, Kirsty Gallagher. Ooh.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, I like Kirsty Gallagher.
Oh,
did you see?
You're not a man if you don't.
Did you see Jim White's ice bucket challenge?
No, I didn't. No.
Oh, it was brilliant. He got it poured over and went, "Oh, great mates!" And then I've got to do it to Kirsty, and he kept trying to fool Kirsty Gallagher up. She's like, "Oh, get away!"
Yeah, do it,
It was
Kirsty.
comedy, absolute comedy.
Or do it, Kirsty or Natalie. Either one. Either one's good. Because
yes.
Georgie left, so.
Georgie. Anyway, we've got a done deal. 10 minutes to go. Middlesbrough have signed a goalkeeper a few minutes ago, and his name is Jason Steele, and they've signed him from Blackburn on loan.
Ah. Jason Steele, yes, I've heard of him. Oh, hello, Tony Fernandez. Hello.
Hey!
1 second. This is QPR's chairman.
I don't know about you, but my television's breaking up. Tony Fernandez, QPR owner. What's
QPR
he
chairman and owner, yes. 1 second. Let me just get my report.
Exciting. I think he's talking about signing
Sandro, yeah.
Sandro, yeah.
Just confirming.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exclusive. Nico Cranchar returning to QPR.
Yeah. Wow.
Returning because he left last season when we went down to the Championship, and it looks like he's returning to us.
I'll tell you something else strange here. You know, I've just said that Middlesbrough signed a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
They've also signed another goalkeeper.
Two
Jamal,
goalkeepers.
yeah, Jamal Blackman has joined
Ah.
from Chelsea's under-19 team.
Yes, Chelsea. Yeah, ditching out their unders. Yeah. Ah, interesting. Okay. So that was news about Jermaine Defoe and Adele Tarapt.
Which was, I didn't quite catch it.
Jermaine Defoe has been in talks, but nothing's going to be done in this window, but possibly in the next window.
But if he's a free agent, you can sign him anytime,
Yeah.
I would imagine.
And Adele Tarapt is staying with us, not going anywhere. Yeah, just confirming that Adele Tarapt is going to be staying, not going anywhere.
That's good.
At the moment, which, you know, I don't know about. I know he had his best season for us, and I think we'll see what he can do. I'm not sure he's a Premiership player, to be honest.
No. We're still waiting on Falcao,
Yep, and
Welbeck, Negredo, and Ben Arfa to confirm the signings there. We've got 5 minutes. So.
Okay. Okay, that was. Sorry about that. That was Tony Fernandez, there, owner of QPR, just confirming a few things, and I think that's probably our business done for the night.
Okay. What stadium is that man in?
That's a training ground somewhere. That is Geraint Hughes at Arsenal.
He's actually inside Emirates Stadium there, I think.
Yeah. Oh, it is, yes, because we've got all the training goals up.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yes. Yeah.
Welbeck very close to becoming an Arsenal player, which is a surprise for me.
Yeah, but they needed a striker, so if that's the best they could get, then that's the best they can get.
Upbeat.
Well, I said earlier on, he might turn out to be a good signing after all.
No, I think he's a decent enough player. He's not going to set the world alight, but he's a decent enough player.
It's one more for the squad, isn't it? So, yeah.
Yeah.
I just see if there's any more comments here on our stream. Probably not. Let's have a look. Newest first, please, and we have RetroUnlim $6 attack.
Yay! That's cut away. That's the Sky typically cutting away really quickly. They don't want to get into trouble.
Horatio also knew the name of the Brentford Stadium was Griffin.
Does that man know everything? He should be a football agent. Horatio, you should be a football agent. Sign him up. Liverpool, Man United, Tottenham, sign him up.
He also suggested that he watched 10 Rollington Place for a great Attenborough performance.
Well, we just found out what the loan fee for Falcao will be, unless it's already been known. It's $6 million.
I think I heard something like that before, but yeah. There's some furious activity for some of the workers in the background in the studio.
Yeah, there's something going on, isn't there?
Neil Lennon's still...
If you haven't guessed already, everyone, we're getting our information direct from Sky here.
Well, Jim Shyte works for Sky. I'm work for Sky, mate.
Oh, you do, don't you? Yeah, so do I, actually. I forget. Yeah. Fucking Chris Kanova. Of course I do.
Yeah.
What was that, Jim? I missed the penalty. What? I thought he got sent off. What? That was a brilliant scene. I love that.
I love when
that happened.
Yeah.
Count the players on the pitch, Chris. Yeah, I saw him go off, but I thought he was being subbed.
Class. I love him when goals on Sunday as well. He's good on that.
Oh, we've got some... the Newcastle defender signed last season, Mapua Yanga Mbiwa. He joins Roma on a season-long loan.
I said that one already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Shut up.
You don't beat Jim Shyte on the exclusives.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just reading shit. I don't know. Nearly 1 minute left of this season's transfer window.
Well, the first one. There's got another one in January coming up, of course.
This year's transfer window, then.
Yeah.
Picky bastard.
Falco will be on 350k a week, according to RetroUnlim.
These Scottish people are always so pedantic.
Yeah.
Marco Van Ginkel joins AC Milan on season-long loan from Chelsea.
Van Winkel.
Van Ginkel.
There we go.
The Ginkel. I got the Ginkel.
Horatio Van Basten says, too many years following Notts County around the lower leagues. I don't
Is
know
that
what
where he
that's.
gets his information from?
It must be. It must be.
It must be. Yeah. Up the forest.
Oh.
I'm only joking.
90s video game dude. He's a Forest fan, isn't he? Yeah.
Oh dear, hang on a minute. I've got a bit of feedback there. Apologies. Let me turn that off.
Big Ben is about to chime.
Shall we get the...
Bong.
Oh yeah, we're going up 11 seconds.
Bong.
Go through the deadline with us and beyond. But we're there. The August transfer window is closed.
It's closed. That's it.
Bong. Bong. Look at Jim Shyte. Camping it up. Wow. So, I think what we need to do is...
Shut up, Jim. What are you saying?
Jim, let Jim
Big
speak.
Ben.
We need to do a quick recap, and we need to try and get confirmation that any of those 4 big signings have went through that we mentioned earlier.
So we don't know yet about Welbeck and Falcao.
We
It's
don't know
all
about Ben
quite
Arthur,
ambiguous.
and we don't know yet confirmation of who was it that was going to Valencia.
Yeah, Negredo. But a quick, all right, I'm going to have a quick few for you, and then you can fill in for me, Jim.
Yes.
We have Nathaniel Chalaba from Chelsea to Burnley on loan. Benjamin Strambuli from Montpellier to Tottenham on undisclosed fee. We have, where am I going here? Sorry, George Boyd from Hull City to Burnley, £3 million fee. Good sign in that for Burnley, I think. Xavi Hernandez from Manchester United out on Manchester United to Real Madrid on a season-long loan.
Yeah.
Abel Hernandez from Parmelo to Hull City, 10 million. Wow.
Wow.
Big signing for Hull there.
Yep.
Will be a record, I think.
Yep.
Sebastian Cortez out of Liverpool to Sunderland on a season-long loan. Dali Blind, should I say, from Ajax to Manchester United, 13.8 million. Another big spend there.
Yeah.
For Man United. We also have James MacArthur from Wigan to Palace, 7 million. Sandro from Tottenham to QPR on undisclosed. Mika Richards from City to Florentina on a season-long loan. And any more? Any more do you want to fill in there?
We've got. Well, I want to just to confirm. Incidentally, that the busiest clubs this summer so far have been Blackpool and Crawley Town, who have both signed 17 players. I mean, that's just completely new squads, isn't it?
Well, Blackpool had to, didn't they? I mean, they didn't hardly have anything, did they?
Yeah.
So.
We had Matt Smith for an undisclosed
Doctor Who?
fee.
Doctor Who?
From Leeds to Fulham.
That's why he quit Doctor Who. He was starting to
Yeah.
Fulham. Poor sod.
Yeah.
Should have stayed with Fulham.
Emma
Just
Hughes.
a confirmation of the amount spent in the window.
Go on.
£816,750,000.
But I think that's without these other deals added in.
Yeah.
We've not
Not-
yet got confirmation
That's
of.
right, not including confirmations of Falcao and Welbeck.
Yeah. Okay. I wish you had read this one out because I need to read it now. I keep getting his name wrong, but it's Stefan Skipovic. I think I got it right that time. Sporting Gijón to Celtic, 2.3 million. So that's a
Let me
permanent
go
deal.
down to the Scottish.
Uh,
Skipovic. Stefan Skipovic.
Yes.
Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Sporting Gijón to Celtic, 2 mil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got Alex Kanswick from Fulham to Copenhagen on loan. Let's stick with players I know how to say. Ryan Bird.
Wait a minute, let me find this. Alex what?
Kacaniclick.
Can't what?
Can I click?
I'm trying to find it. Hang on. Fucking hell. I've just seen something like that. Hang on. Kakanalik. Kakanalik.
That's what I just said.
No, you didn't.
I said that. That's what I said at the time.
Kakanalik. I'd say.
But, William
Christ.
Just stick hard to wicked.
Another reason. William. I'd say it's Kvist. Kvist.
How did you pronounce McGeoch again, Chris?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the wizard out of Harry Potter. McGonagall.
Ricardo Alvarez, I got that one right. From Inter Milan to Sunderland on loan. We've got. Let's see if there's any biggies here.
Oh, Danny Gabardon, formerly of QPR and West Ham.
I noticed that
has
one.
gone
Yeah.
to Cardiff on a free.
There's one, of course, that you struggled with earlier on.
Palace, that's I assume.
Holmbert Fred Johnson from Celtic to Bromley on loan.
Yeah, I've already mentioned that.
Yeah, but you didn't get his name. You didn't get his name.
I don't give a fuck.
I think you also already mentioned Marco van Ginkel from Chelsea to AC Milan.
Yeah, I already said that. Yeah. Oi.
And Karim El Ahmadi from Aston Villa to Feyenoord.
I'm not even going to bother with that. Yeah. Mohamed Dayam, I said that right. From West Ham to Hull, another Hull signing for 3.5 mil.
Do you know something? Thank God I'm not a football commentator.
Me too. Because our real names, everyone, our real names are JL76 Gaming and Novabug, and we can do channels on video games. That's basically it.
And and that on the Bailey.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it.
Let's see if there's any confirmation.
Final comments.
I'm just waiting for confirmation of the Welbeck and Falcao.
Do you think we'll get confirmation within the next 10 minutes?
Probably not.
You know how these things drag on.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get any confirmation anytime soon.
So we'll just go assume that Arsenal have been successful in signing Danny Welbeck from Manchester United for an undisclosed fee. And 6 million transfer loan fee to Manchester United for Radamel Falcao from Monaco.
Yeah. And Middlesbrough have signed 2 goalkeepers.
Yeah, that's the breaking news of the night. Middlesbrough, 2 goalkeepers, and they'll field them at the same time.
Closing comments.
Yes.
As much as anybody would like to slag Jim White off, he obviously does a fantastic job because it's quite hard, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's difficult.
He's doing it live on television. We're doing it live on a live stream. So
I would imagine it's easier when you've got the resources he has at hand, though.
Yeah, I mean he's probably got people talking to him in his ear.
You know, we don't have 2 slow-ass computers and a TV feed which is on like a 5-minute delay.
And plus, we don't have Nicole sitting next to us.
Yeah, and it's only part-time, and we're too biased with our own clubs as well.
Well, I've
try not to be.
Not even saying any players. I think I've done a good job. Saying who Celtic are signing, without being too biased about it.
Well, I did speak about Richard Attenborough without being nasty. So there you go.
Yeah, and we did cover a bit of politics as well, and
trying to cover a bit. Sorry for any clubs that we didn't cover. I mean, I don't think West Ham were busy, were they? Didn't do much.
Let's just shout out some random club names who never get a mention. Motherwell.
Yeah, Motherwell. What about them?
They did absolutely nothing.
They did nothing. Okay.
St Johnston, nothing. I didn't see much happening at Wolverhampton Wanderers.
What Prem? No, they didn't do much, did they? Prem clubs doing much? Villa, not a lot.
Not an awful lot going on at Leicester.
Well, no, quite a few. Quite a few coming in at Leicester.
Not today, though. I mean.
Not today, no.
No. I don't know. There's a few clubs we didn't mention.
Yeah, Hamilton, a second in the Scottish Prem.
Yeah.
Wow.
Only a point behind Inverness, Cali Thistle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So other clubs I want to shout out are the 2 biggest underdogs in the Scottish League, which would be East Fife and East Stirling.
He's still in Shire to give them the full name.
East Stirlingshire, sorry. And an Athletic. Yeah, the club. Elgin. Love them.
Elgin City.
Love them.
Of course, we've got our very own Queen's Park up here as well.
You
Queen's
have,
Park.
yes, they do. They share Ibrox.
No, they
Or-
own they
They-
play at Hampden Park.
They play at Hampden Park. That's right. Yeah.
I was going to say they own it, but they don't think they actually own it as such. I think the SFA own it.
It's the Scottish National Stadium.
Yeah, but it's Hampden's. It's Queen's Park's ground.
You know what?
I don't know the politics there, to be honest.
Well, neither do I, because for years I was under I don't know why, but for years I was under the misapprehension that Celtic Park and Hampden Park are the same place.
No.
No, I know that now.
And neither one of those stadiums even sends a torch to Ibrox Stadium.
Oh, you would say that though, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
No, the stadium has rusty roofs, like Loftus Road does.
I remember not that long after Celtic Park got refurbished, a bit of the roof fell off and I had to cancel a game.
Yeah, it's open invitation that from Chris Kanova to Jim Shyte that we should attend a game at each other's stadiums at one point.
Yeah, come up
I
and
think
watch
that
the game
would
at
be
Ibrox.
super. I'll come up to Glasgow. We'll watch a Rangers game. You come down to London. We'll watch a Rangers game.
We will make that happen.
Yeah, that'd be wicked.
Yeah, and we'll document it on YouTube.
I'm sure we will.
Anyway, have you any closing comments?
Thank you everyone for listening to me and Jim talking about football. Interesting evening. Some interesting signings. No confirmations of the two big uns, it seems, and surprising, but quite not bad. Sandro to QPR, pretty happy with that. Not really chuffed with Man United's business because they're probably going to deal us a new one in the next game. But apart from that, interesting, but an expensive transfer window, but nothing massively surprising.
Yeah. And I'll close off with a couple of comments that have come in. Again from Horatio, who's stuck with us all night, and God only knows why. He says Negredo has gone. There's
He has gone.
confirmation of that, yeah. To watch RetroUnlim replied, good.
Yeah.
And Horatio also said, BBC Sports Simon Stone tells Radio 5 Live, Manchester United haven't confirmed Falco because the deal has not been completed yet.
And apparently Falcao will be on 350k a week.
Yeah. Apparently United have got until midnight to conclude the deal.
We will see. Watch this space.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
I would imagine Manchester United wouldn't let Welbeck go if they hadn't signed Falcao. So
Yeah.
anyway, I think we'll close it there. Thanks for sticking with us, all two of you. And it's good night. Good night from me, mates. Jim Shyte.
And good night from me, Chris Kanova.
End it.
Yeah, but shit. Well, you won't end.
Yeah, what the hell?
We're still going. I can't end the damn thing. Hang on.
But you did take a picture of me, which is good.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.